You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news today, 2027 election in focus. Goodluck Jonathan visits Ibrahim Babangida. Former President Goodluck Jonathan on Sunday held a closed-door meeting with former military president General Ibrahim Babangida Badamasi retired, popularly called IBB. Niger News understand that the meeting was held at Abuja's Hilltop, IBB's Hilltop residence in Minna, Niger State. It was gathered that former President Jonathan arrived at Babangida's Minna home at about 4:15 p.m. and left at 5:07 p.m. on Sunday, according to leadership. The former president went by road and consulted with his predecessor for over 45 minutes behind closed doors. Although the agenda was public, inside sources said the meeting was political, focusing on events ahead of the 2027 general election. However, phone calls made to Jonathan's media aide, Ikechukwu Eze, on the purpose of the meeting were not replied to. A text message sent to him late last night was not replied to as of press time. Recall that political stakeholders, especially from the north, have been appealing to Jonathan to contest the 2027 election. Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed had hinted on the pressure on Jonathan to contest ahead of 2027 when he stated that the Bala will step down his presidential ambition if Jonathan bowed to pressure to take a fresh shot at the presidency. The governor said, about your call for me to present myself, I am still contemplating my chances as the opposition leader. I know there are good leaders within the People's Democratic Party (PDP), especially my boss, Goodluck Jonathan. I have always said that as long as Jonathan is around, I will not present myself for the leadership of this country unless he decides not to run. However, recall that in May, former First Lady President Jonathan has ruled out the possibility of her husband contesting against President Bola Tinubu in 2027, saying her family would rather campaign for Tinubu's re-election. Yes, as a press report, that's the news on ground as regards former President Jonathan visiting IBB in Minna. That's at the IBB's house at Minna. Well, the reality remains that the political tone and tension in Nigeria has been toned up, and there's nothing we can do about it anymore. Starting from the fact that the opposition has decided to bring out a coalition in ADC, and the remaining carcasses of PDP and Labour Party are also trying to see what they can do, like the Abure faction of the Labour Party having meeting with Nyesom Wike in Abuja, also, making a resounding information even in the political space. And also the PDP trying to talk to Peter Obi to return to PDP instead of, trying to miss it out in ADC, knowing fully well that Atiku is the one trying to grab the ticket in ADC, and the likes of Rotimi Amechi defecting from APC to ADC, the likes of Nasiru El-Rufai moving from APC to SDP, and all together there are different defections, coalitions, chairmen. Also, ADC is having a factional chairman, even as at present. The same thing, PDP is not left out. The calculation of PDP is the fact that if they want Jonathan to return or Peter Obi to return, but in this regard, it's the Jonathan that is in focus here. Jonathan visited a former military president, that's the person of General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida retired, the man who is popularly known as IBB. Some people even call him Maradona. He was the one who annulled the June 12th election then in 1993, that it was the freest and the fairest, so to say, election in Nigeria that was won then by the SDP candidate. That's the person of Asiwaju Kashimawo, Moshood Kashimawo, Asiwaju Olawale Abiola, MKO Abiola. But then, and those ones are already in the annals of history now. Babangida having a visitor of Jonathan visiting Babangida is trying to call attention to the political situation that is going on within the country. knowing fully well that there have been talks here and there that they want Jonathan to also contest. Even some prophets are saying there are some three people that if they contest against Tinubu, Tinubu will eventually lose the election. And I think one of the person they are trying to tip is Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And of course, some people within PDP rank and file, like Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State now, is saying that Jonathan should come up to come and contest. And presently, Bala Mohammed is seeing himself as the head of opposition. Of course, the reality remains that PDP is the biggest opposition party as of today, except it is overtaken by the new coalition, the ADC. And the coalition, as it were, is, with all other parties as it were. But then nobody has decided to come out fully to say it is a party or is a coalition. But as at present, on record, it is still PDP that is still the biggest, opposition party. And Bala Mohammed has decided as their leader that he is leading the opposition, and he might eventually throw in his hat and contest for the presidency come 2027. Only on one condition: if former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan did not contest for that election. And of course, we are still looking at it. He wants a situation whereby Jonathan should come so that he can step down. Even in the news, he referred to Jonathan as his boss, that he will prefer that his boss should come and contest so that he will not at any point in time even come out at all, to talk of contesting for presidency in 2027. And also looking at the chances that PDP think they will have in trying to wrestle power from APC come 2027, it seems as if a Jonathan might be able to give a Tinubu a run for his money, and they will be able to take the government from them. Knowing fully well that Jonathan has a single term to use because he has already spent 5 years in office before, a single term of 4 years, and then one extra year and a half or 2 years with that of to complete the tenure of his own boss then. That's the late Umaru Musa Yar Adua. So look at the permutation and knowing fully well that the South has just one more term after 2027 expiration of President Tinubu's first term. And if Jonathan should come in to do another term, constitutionally he won't be able to contest again, and also power will shift to the north, and then those from the north can then begin to contest and come into power come 2031. But be it as it may, a closed door meeting between Jonathan and IBB is being termed to be a political one. Probably Jonathan is trying to, inform the former retired general about his ambition to contest. But then, some months ago, the wife of Mr. Jonathan, the impatient Jonathan, has said they would rather support the incumbent than running again for presidency. So let's keep our fingers crossed. We will know the outcome as they go by. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Make sure you share, and please give us your thumbs up. God bless you.